welcome to the deep dive.
Good to be here.
So today, we're looking at a warning that popped up from Elon Musk. It's about a potential shortage of rare earth magnets.
Right, and specifically how that might, delay Tesla's robot.
Exactly. Our mission really is to get to the bottom of this warning. What's the core issue, and what does it signal for, technology and industry more broadly?
Yeah, it's interesting because it seems like just one company's production headache, but it actually highlights a much bigger potential vulnerability.
A vulnerability in the materials themselves.
Precisely. The stuff that, makes so much of our modern tech work.
Okay, let's get into it then. Musk is flagging this potential shortage.
Yeah, of rare earth magnet.
And he seems serious, like it could genuinely push back the timeline for Tesla's robots.
That's the claim. And to really grasp why that matters, you need to understand what makes these magnets special. They pack a huge magnetic punch for their size and weight. Super strong fields in a small package.
Which makes them ideal for high-performance stuff.
Exactly. Think maximum power, minimum space, and weight. That's why they're key.
Right, so not just holding notes on the fridge then, where are they really critical?
Oh, definitely not just fridges. They are absolutely vital in the electric motors that power EVs, which is obviously core to Tesla.
They make the motors efficient?
Very efficient and powerful, but it goes way beyond cars. You find them in wind turbines, generating clean energy, like sophisticated medical imaging like MRI machines. And getting back to Musk's point, they're crucial for the precise, controlled movements in robotic arms and joints, the kind needed for complex tasks.
Got it. So if the supply gets tight, this isn't just about Tesla's robots being a bit late.
No, not at all.
This sounds like it could bottleneck innovation across, quite a few different fields.
That's the wider implication, yes. If these magnets become scarce or much more expensive, it could genuinely slow down progress, not just in robotics, but maybe renewable energy, advanced manufacturing, anything relying on these super efficient motors.
The supply chain itself is fragile.
It can be. A lot of the mining and especially the processing of rare earth elements is concentrated geographically. So geopolitical factors, trade issues, it can cause significant disruptions. It adds a layer of risk.
This really shines a light on something we probably don't think about much.
What's that?
Well, we focus a lot on the software, the AI, the design, but the actual physical materials, their availability is just as fundamental, isn't it?
Absolutely fundamental. It's easy to overlook the raw ingredients. And this whole situation raises a really important question about sort of the resilience of our technological progress.
Are there alternatives being looked at? Other types of magnets?
Oh, definitely. Research is ongoing into alternatives, magnets that don't rely so heavily on rare earths. But for many of these high-power, high-efficiency applications, they just don't quite match the performance yet, or the cost-effectiveness.
So, still kind of dependent for now.
Largely, yes. And it's interesting, the term rare earth itself is a bit tricky. They aren't geologically super rare in the crust necessarily. It's more that they're often dispersed, and the process to extract and refine them is complex, costly, and can be environmentally challenging. That's part of the supply bottleneck, too.
Okay, so summing this up then, the big takeaway isn't just, oh no, Tesla robots might be delayed.
Right, that's the headline, but not the whole story.
It's more that Musk's specific warning kind of puts a spotlight on a much bigger issue. Yeah, a critical supply chain vulnerability.
Exactly, a vulnerability in materials that are foundational for the next wave of technology.
His concern is like a specific example of a potentially wider problem.
A perfect microcosm, you could say. It flags this global challenge of making sure we have stable, reliable access to the vital materials needed to keep innovation moving forward.
So for you listening, think about this. The tech you use, the green energy advancements we hope for, so much of it depends on steady supplies of materials like these magnets. It really makes you consider those often invisible foundations of progress.
Yeah, and it raises a final thought. What other hidden dependencies are out there? What other crucial materials might face similar pressures down the road? And how could that shape the future of innovation?
Something to definitely keep an eye on. Thanks for tuning in to that deep dive.